Alright, so continuing on right now, I want to go forth and sculpt the arms. What I think I'm going to do is save all the accessories as the very last thing because we really don't need them until the very end because they're going to smudge and they're going to break and stuff. So I figure that for that. And we don't need to do his lower belt right now because we're going to have to put his skirt on later, and that's going to require sculpting the skirt before the actual belt. So I guess we're moving on to the arms and hands now. So, like I said, I'm going to show one of these on camera and then sculpt one off camera. But essentially, we're going to roll a piece of clay and kind of make it long like this. I'm going to push it down and then kind of pinch some of the sides to kind of create, I don't know, that kind of natural, I don't know, you know how arms look, or at least Link on the artwork, the shoulder joint, kind of where that would be. So once we got that, I'm just going to check to make sure it's a good scale. That's actually very good scale. It fits very nicely into the sleeve. However, I'm just going to, just a little bit, maybe make it a little thinner at the top. Alright, so that's essentially the arm. Really easy. What's going to be harder is sculpting the hand and stuff. So this is what's going to happen for this. First off, take some clay and flatten it. I guess we can flatten this too and flatten this. Gonna make a small circle shape like that. Next, we're gonna do it again, a little bit smaller this time. Maybe it's too small. And we have to make sure too that they kind of stay round and they don't get too flat. So make sure you can kind of keep them round. So we'll do it again, and then we'll do it one more time, making this. Looks a little bit smaller on the artwork, but maybe for our case, we can make it the same size. So kind of like that. Let's make sure it's in decent scale. Alright, that's in pretty good scale. Link does have some little red things around his glove. Or, yeah, that's what it is. It's a glove. So I'm just going to take a little bit of red, and it's kind of nice how it worked out like this, so that we can just, in between the little lines that we use, we can just put these little red. To see how we put the brown together, and there are these little lines going all the way across because we didn't really mush it into each other. So we can put some red in between the lines, because it's kind of what it looks like in the artwork. You can get like really fancy with this, like go legit like 360. From what they probably go all the way around, but for our case, actually, do they? I feel like they probably. Maybe they don't. I don't know. Well, regardless, I'm just gonna sculpt what I see. So I see 2 on the top and then 3 on the bottom. Just for small detailing's sake. I always kind of forget about, the amount of detail that Link has on, like, his gloves and stuff. The places where you wouldn't think he has a whole lot of detail. Alright, I'm just gonna fix that. Alright, cool. So. Alright, so we're looking like this. Keep them, I know I kind of made mine a little bit larger than I probably should have, but remember to keep them slightly small. I guess it doesn't look bad with the way I'm sculpting him. So, alright, we're good. So now is, I'm actually making the shield arm, I guess. But we're going to kind of do this in the same way again that I've been doing the fingers. So, flat like this, and then let me kind of zoom in, move Link, and then cut 1, 2, 3, 4, and then kind of just work with it, because the fingers, using this method, the fingers are going to be kind of flat and kind of large. So you just take some clay off the top or whatever and Like I said, sculpting capabilities are kind of going to come in here. But this is just always how I've made hands, because I never really been able to do it like really well, or like really good. So I found that this was kind of the best way to do it. And then actually I'm making the wrong hand, so just flip it over. And Link has finger holes in his gloves, so we will have to simply use a toothpick and kind of cut the fingers so that there's like a, like almost like a stump looking area, which is fine by us because we can just put in some peach. So really simply, small little circle, put it right where we cut off, and then just kind of smush it and bring it up. And all the way around, it's peach. Of course, at this point, you should make sure that it's in scale and stuff. I believe it is. Where is that? That's in decent scale. And what you can do anyway is kind of take some clay off the palm, then just kind of wrap it back around, and you instantly reduce the size of the hand. See, so it's a lot smaller now. Alright. So, do this grand total of 5 times. Make sure the fingers are in scale with each other. And yeah, this is probably gonna be more relevant when we actually put the kind of the sword and the shield and stuff in his hands. So right now the hands may seem a little bit irrelevant because they're kind of just gonna be on there, and I'll probably end up connecting them. I don't think we're gonna need to kind of disconnect them or anything, but so we got that like this. Haha, it's our Link hand. I would highly recommend using a toothpick at this point. I need to get like more toothpicks. Like, it's really kind of weird to say, but I do. And because the hand could be very skinny, or very thin rather, you could either add some more clay kind of to the back, or to the front. I actually gonna add some more to the front because the toothpick is almost poking through. So just a little bit there, and I'm kind of going to position this for how the shield is going to look. So I'm just going to bend his fingers in like a fist shape because he's going to be holding on to his shield with this hand. So just essentially just pull him down and then put the thumb over. And there you go. Let's zoom out and put this on. That's actually a really good size hand. I was kind of worried a little bit. However, I am just gonna make some slight modifications to his arm. So I probably would recommend in this case, actually, well, I'm trying to think exactly how. I'm gonna bend it like this because his shield is gonna be like right here. So we're gonna need this arm kind of for support of that. So you probably don't need a toothpick here, actually. Or, of course, it wouldn't hurt, but considering we're going to bend it, and kind of, I guess you can kind of just push it into the side of his shirt, and just kind of make sure it's all secured in. So essentially, we got that. I'm going to just fix his fingers a little bit, kind of. Alright, cool. So essentially, at 10 minutes, that's pretty much how to sculpt the arm of Link. I'm going to sculpt the other one off camera, but it's the same thing except we're not going to bend it, and we're going to leave the hand open, essentially, for the sword later on, which in the next part I'll show that. I really want to put this back on, but like I'm not going to because we need the sword holder, but I'll just kind of leave it there. So this so far is what we got of Link. And he's We have enough parts on him where at least he's standing up, or at least I hope he was going to stand up. Maybe we don't yet. No, we don't yet. But, that's what we got so far, so thanks for watching, guys, and more parts soon.